जमील साहब, I'd love your comment on this as well. पहली दफ़ा जब कोई सफ़ीर किसी भी शहर में जाता है, आपका भी ये एक्सपीरियंस रहा है. Please tell us about your experience when you go to a new city, just like Lance has shared, you prepare for it. And in the modern day, of course, because of social media and internet and so many connections being vibrant, it's easier. But is it daunting to come to a new city or a new country?
Well, it's always, one of the patterns, I would say, with the diplomats, that before you arrive in any city, you try and familiarize yourself,
True.
And by the time you reach there, you start feeling that, as soon as possible, you are able to feel at home, and that really breaks the barrier between the people and those who are accredited to that country. And once that happens, the people-to-people relation and the public diplomacy, it starts just attaining a new trajectory.
It takes a life of its own.
Very
and you
true.
make such deep connections and friendships. Like over the last many years, we've had several diplomats and several people from the diplomatic community come on the show. And the bonds we've created, even when they complete their term in Karachi, we sort of maintain those bonds. So Jameel Saab, what has been one of the most exciting experiences in your diplomatic journey? Which city or which country did you find to be the most fulfilling or inspiring?
Well, UAE was one of those countries where I could find that I attended to the bilateral, of course, that was the purpose and that was the accreditation, and I was supposed to do that. But beyond that, it was multilateral diplomacy which came on my way, and that started attracting me a lot more in the international diplomacy and the global the geopolitics. So that was one aspect. And second, UAE was one place where I found the diplomats, normally they were so seasoned that you can discuss with them anything, And once we would interact amongst ourselves, we would just touch upon not only the UAE dynamics, but also so many other happenings of the world, which we will do that. And that was enriching, a mutual benefiting thing. So that was one aspect. Then the second aspect is that, our newly arrived diplomat, he's very fond of sports. You can see him, the fitness and the shape. So the diplomats, once they go there, and whatever they are good at and whatever is very close to their heart, they try and just propel that.
But Jameel Saab, coming back to the festival, to the holy month of Ramadan itself, I think as a diplomat, I would love your comment on the fact that every country of the world is now being as inclusive towards their the diversity of the population as they can. We see examples of that in Canada, in Europe, and I was so pleasant. In fact, I started my show, the Ramadan Transmission, with a special report on how the Leicester Square to the Piccadilly Circus this year, like the last year as well, we had the brilliant Ramadan lights go up in London. What's your take on that?
This becomes such a month where the interaction among the people, the purification of your soul and heart, where you have all kind of activities such as the variety of food, such as showing the magnanimity of sharing your joys and sharing your whatever you have. So once the various events are arranged, not only by the people, but also there are various organizations, including the Bobbies of Scotland. They also arrange so many events of their own, and likewise, if you go to any of the counties, place in UK, there would be some activity or the other. Likewise in the world.